everyone, it's your girl, the Queen of Lewis, and I am back with another video. We are back another week, and I'm so excited to be here. You guys know I gotta thank you. I think I'm gonna start trying to post twice. Right now I post once a week, but I think I'm gonna try to start posting twice a week because I've gotten so much feedback, and I think I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna commit to it yet. I'm not gonna say it, but I think I'm gonna do it. All right. But anyways, welcome back to another week. So today's lesson is very touchy, very sensitive to a lot of women. And I thought, why not address it? Why not talk about it? Why not give some words of encouragement out there to those who are struggling with this, problem. All right, so today we are going to be talking about Hannah. The story of Hannah is found in 1 Samuel chapter 1, verses about 2 to 20. I'm not going to read the whole chapter. Whenever you have some time, I encourage you to go read the book of Hannah. It's very inspiring. It's very touching. And I believe that there's a lot of revelation in that chapter, in that book. So whenever you have some time, just go ahead and look over it. But I am going to briefly talk about her story. So for those who don't know about Hannah, to have an idea. All right. So Hannah, as we all know, she was infertile. She was married to her husband. I believe his name was Elkanah, something like that, for years and years and years. And she was not able to bear children. Okay. So she struggled with infertility. Yeah. Although she struggled with infertility, she never lost faith, okay? She continued to pray to the Lord and continue to act her faith until God eventually one day, blessed her with her son, who is Samuel. So like I said before, this is a very touchy topic. It's a very sensitive topic that a lot of women deal with. You'll be surprised how many women are not able to bear children, that have been married for years and years and years, and they're just not able to do that. And a lot of women go through daily reminders, depression, anxiety, feeling incomplete, feeling not being able to fulfill what they were supposed to do, not being able to give their husband a child, or, it's a very tough topic to have to deal with, have to go with that. But I'm here to tell you that God can do it. God is able, and whoever may be going through that challenge in their life, in their marriage, it's not over. Okay? God is able to do anything. You know what I'm saying? And just a personal experience, a personal testimony for myself. Growing up as a teen, I was told by doctors that it would be a lot more difficult for me to be able to bear children one day. They told me that it would be more, challenging only because each time that I went to urine, I would lose protein. Okay. So they would tell me that it may be difficult for me to carry a child to term, difficult to get pregnant, difficult to do all those things. But guys, I have 3 kids. God blessed my womb with 3 children. And the funny thing about it is, when my husband and I got married, we got married in December of 2015. Okay. The day that my husband and I's plan, that's why when you make your plans, sometimes God laughs at you because that's not the plan that he has for you. You know what I'm saying? So when we got married, we although, I knew that it would be more difficult for me to have children. This is what I believed growing up, my whole entire, teens and 20s. We said that we were going to actively start trying a year after we got married. We wanted the first year to enjoy our marriage, blah, blah, blah. And that's what we said. And because I was told all of my life that it would be more difficult to have, children, I wasn't careful. I was like, it's going to be hard anyway, so I don't need to be careful. Little did I know, when I say be careful, like I didn't have to protect myself from, getting pregnant or, taking precautions for me not to get pregnant because I always believed I was not able to get pregnant. Right? So we were careless. So I got married December 11th, 2015. The day of my wedding, which was December 11th, I had my menstrual cycle, my monthly menstrual cycle. That was the last time I saw it. January came around, there was no menstrual cycle. And of course, God had blessed my womb with our oldest child, who will be 9 this year. And God is faithful, guys. Again, I was not able to have, they told me I wasn't able to, and God blessed me. 2 years after that, a year and a half after that, I ended up getting, pregnant again. But I did lose that one. I did have a miscarriage. But then 3 months after that miscarriage, I was already pregnant with my second, who is now 6, my sweet baby. She is 6 now. After that, now it was me trying to be careful, not being careful, not thinking I could have a baby. And then after I had my second, it was us being extra careful. It was to the point where any slip up, I ended up pregnant. So I was being careful. We were trying not to. And then 4 years later, our surprise baby, who is my son, who is 2 now, came in the picture. Okay? So I say all that to say is God has the final say. Doctors may tell you can't have children, or it may be difficult to have babies, or you've been married for 10, 20 years and you've been trying and trying and trying. I don't want you to lose yourself, okay? Don't lose hope. God is able, okay? There are 3 points in this chapter, 1 Samuel, the story of Hannah, that I want to discuss. The first one was Hannah had faith in the face of hardship. What is faith? Faith is something that you believe in that you don't see. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't know how it's going to come from, but you believe. And once you believe, anything is possible. All right, guys. She showed unwaveringly faith despite her difficult circumstance. Okay. Her faith, because she had so much faith, it led her to pray constantly. She was always in prayer, asking the Lord, bless my womb, asking the Lord, praying to the Lord. I believe if you're praying, or let me say that, the fact that she was able to go to him and pray to the Lord and pray, that right there demonstrated faith. Okay. Although she was picked on, or they laughed at her, or she was married for years, or she was getting older, she never lost her faith. She never lost her faith. Never lost her faith, guys. All right. Faith is powerful. Faith makes you see anything. Faith can make you move this mountain. You know what I'm saying? So my young ladies, my woman who has been married for how many years and who's with your husband, don't lose faith. Continue your faith. All right. Trust in the Lord. And that trust in the Lord will move mountains. Do not be discouraged. All right, guys, do not be discouraged. The second point that I want to demonstrate is her model of devotion. Okay. Although this was when God did finally bless her with her son, her only son, you know what she did? She dedicated her son to God. You know what that shows? That shows her commitment and her love for God. Meaning, yes, God, you finally gave me this son, but I want you to know that although you finally gave me this son and I've been wanting this son forever, I do not love this son more than I love you. I still love you, God, before this son. So that goes to show you, I want to tell you, when God finally does bless you with that child, do not put that child before God. A lot of women do that. A lot of women, they've been praying for years and asking God for a child. And when they finally get that child, they love that child more than they love God. Or they put that child before God. Don't do that. The same way God gave you that child is the same way he can take it back. All right. So Hannah demonstrated here, although she's been longing for this son, although she's been wanting this son, she did not put that son before God. She still devoted her son back unto God. Okay? And the last point that I want to see is the importance of motherhood. You know, the ultimate joy. She found so much joy when she finally had her son. You know what I'm saying? So my mothers out there, even the ones who are not sterile and who have children, who are blessed, who are fortunate to have children, are you joyful for that child? When I say joyful, are you appreciating that gift that God gave unto you? What are you doing with your children? What are you enlisting in your children? Because that's our job, mothers. That's our job. Okay, our job to enlist values and morals into our child. You know, don't let, the mothers that God is going to bless you with your child. Are you going to demonstrate your role of motherhood? You know, are you going to fulfill your assignment on this earth with that child? Because it's not just about having kids. It's not just having babies. It's not just populating the world. No, it's a job. It's a job. As mothers, we have a job. You know, God has given us the privilege, the opportunity to raise these children up, but ultimately they belong to God. And God just gave them to us, to bring up, but they belong to God. So that therefore, what are you doing? What are you doing to bring that child up? Are you showing them the way of the Lord? Are you going to show them the way of the Lord? Are you just going to have a baby and just say, yes, I'm a mother, I have a baby, but are you going to take care of that child? You know what I'm saying? So in conclusion, you guys know I don't like to keep you guys. I like to get straight to the point and discuss it. In conclusion, don't lose hope. My mothers out there who've been married, or my ladies, I'm sorry, my woman out there who has been married for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, 20 years, who are not able to get pregnant, do not lose courage. Do not lose hope. Demonstrate your faith. Show faith. Believe that God will bless your womb one day. Believe. All right? Believe. Secondly, when he does bless you with a child, don't put that child before God. Don't love that child before God. Okay? God is first. You must love God first before you love your children. And mothers, we love our children. Well, I love my children. I love my children, but I cannot love them more than I love God. And if you are a mother who has children and you feel like you do love your children more than you love God, or you put your children before God, pray to the Lord. Ask the Lord to help you put him first. Okay? Because that's a big no-no. And lastly, when you are blessed with your children, all right, remember the importance of motherhood. What you are placed in that child's life for a job, to fulfill a purpose. All right, make sure you fulfill that purpose. Uplift your children, bring them up in the word, teach them morals, teach them values. Don't just have kids and just let them do what they want. Just you have them, they just doing anything. No, that's not the way to go. Okay. Be still. Don't be discouraged. Have faith, and you will have your baby. All right. So that's it for now. It's your girl, Shaquina Lewis. I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.